Hi, I'm Amy. My business is Mama Bear Blue, and today I am part of a collaboration of other DIY retailers making videos using the new DIY Spring Sampler Kit that just released today. And our challenge is to use either a Dopamine Decor style or Cottagecore style when we make our projects today. The link to the collaboration playlist is in the description box below. I made a quick stop in the Goodwill to see if I could find any thrifted items to make over for this paint challenge, Dopamine Decor versus Cottagecore. And unfortunately, I didn't find too much at the thrift store this time, so when I got home, I looked through my stash of crafting supplies and found a couple things that might work. This is the new spring sampler set by DIY Paint. It comes with clear wax, a new pearl finish, electrified, pedal pusher, queen bee, vintage linen, kissing booth, and farm fresh. I'm using electrified on these little wooden candlesticks. So Dopamine Decor is a style or colors that are bold and happy, sometimes high contrast colors. Dopamine Decor and maximalist style go hand in hand. This time of year though, I am just craving color. If you live anywhere that has a cold gray winter like where I'm from in the Midwest, I know you can totally relate to needing dopamine this time of year. What you finding, Waylon? What's in there? What's in there? You gonna get it? You gonna get it? What is it? This next project, I took kissing booth and pedal pusher and mixed them together to create a very pretty raspberry color. DIY Paint is a clay-based paint that is heavily pigmented and provides great coverage on all of your projects, from furniture painting to small crafts. I love finding wooden totes at the thrift store. This little wooden tote from the Goodwill will be getting 2 coats of queen bee. Be sure to watch till the end to see what I do to these candlesticks and the tote to make them really pop. So I wanted to take a minute and show you some plans we have coming up for the summer. We decided to build a garden area. We will fence it in with some deer netting so the deer won't be enjoying our vegetables all summer. 4 of them will be vegetable gardens and 2 of them are for my cut flower gardens, which I am super excited about. Yes, that is snow. It's the middle of March and we are ready for summer. We started our seeds inside. Let me know in the comments if you have a garden and any tips you might have for your vegetable growing or cut flower garden. I saw this on Pinterest and I thought I would give it a try. I took several different sizes of aluminum cans and I'm planning to make an outdoor wind chime to put in the garden to maybe keep critters away. I'm not really sure it will work, but I think it will look pretty. So I decided to use the stencil from JRV called Folk Art Borders that Debbie designed to just put a little detail onto each of the cans. You can find the sampler kit and all of the DIY supplies and stencils and transfers, brushes, all the creative products on my website, mamabearblue.com. I made a hole in the top of each aluminum can because I will be taking some jute to string these up together. In this spring sampler kit, you get an exclusive product, the new pearl finish, and this will only be available for a limited time in this sampler kit. So be sure to pick yours up. The pearl finish on these cans gave it just the perfect amount of shimmer. I found some decorative keys and decided to paint each one to match the can that it will be tied to. Okay, now it's time for the Cottagecore project. Like I said earlier, I always tend to go toward the Dopamine Decor style, but I do really like Cottagecore style as well. So I'm going to take some vintage linen and queen bee and mix them together to make a really pretty muted yellow. I'll be painting a thrifted frame, and I will also be using some Iron Orchid Designs clay in one of the new molds to add some detail to this frame. After stapling in the wire, I did apply some hot glue and fabric just to cover up the sharp edges of that chicken wire. So when you hang it against the wall, it won't scratch anything up. I found these cute metal containers at a florist shop that was going out of business several years ago. So I dug these out of my stash and applied a dry brush of the vintage linen paint and then followed with some clear wax and a little bit of dark wax to make it look a bit aged. So it was time to give the candlesticks and the little tote a little something extra. So I'm using one of my favorite transfers from Iron Orchid Designs called Saint Germain. I love the colors and the florals in this transfer. And then they each got a coat of the DIY clear wax. Sometimes I like to use a soft cloth to apply the wax, and other times I use a brush. The wax gives a smooth, soft, buttery finish and will protect that paint. And as you can see, once you apply the wax or any top coat, it brings back the vibrant color of the paint. Okay, so it's time for the last project, and I wanted to demonstrate how I use DIY paint on canvas art. I started canvas painting a few years ago, and DIY paint is one of my favorite paints to use. It mixes really well. You can make endless amounts of colors, as you can see. It dries quickly, but can be easily reactivated with water. And the DIY paint can be watered down to a watercolor consistency. It can also be thickened up for texture. The tin can project came out. These little wind chimes. I love this. Look, the sun's coming out. I love the pearl finish on these cans. That really shimmers in the sunlight. Here are the finished projects. So I focused on Dopamine Decor because that really is my favorite, but I am pretty happy with how the Cottagecore project turned out too. Let me know which one's your favorite. So thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to pick up the new DIY Spring Sampler Kit from DIY Paint. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I will see you in the next video. So in this challenge will be, I'm Amy. So in this challenge, we will be using either dopamine. So this collaboration is part of a So in this challenge, so this collaboration is part of a challenge.